Hey, this morning I Googled how to create a calm environment in your home. And you know what I came up with? I came up with a ton of decorating ideas. Like that was not what I was looking for. My name's Tammy Lewis, and I am the founder of Joyful Mom. And if you follow me at all, you know that my number one thing is talking about emotions with moms, how to get yourself in an emotionally healthy place. So these decorating ideas, though they are fabulous, and honestly, I just wanted to sit in some of those homes and go grab a cup of tea and just sit there. My home does not look like that. And I will say, I am not willing at this point to stop my life and redecorate. I've got teenage boys, and I don't want to have this white, beautiful place. I need them to be able to live nicely in my home, which means, well, if they were little, I would have toys and such. Now that they're older, I have books and Nerf guns and all that. The decorating is not going to get me a peaceful home. So how do we get a peaceful home? Let's talk about that today. I'm going to give you the number one thing that I think creates a peaceful home in your house. So a little backstory for me is peace has always been something that I've striven for as a mom. It has always been a top priority for me. My firstborn son, I named him Shiloh, which means a place of peace, because that was something I wanted in our home. And that was something I have worked towards and tried to implement. And I will tell you, it has not always been successful. We have had times of great trauma in our home, but we have also had many wins. Many times where I look at my family and go, this is what I've been looking for. And then we'll have a dip, and then we'll have a win. Life is a roller coaster, and it just keeps going up and down. But I've learned a lot of tricks that can help create a calm environment in your home. And that's why I actually put together the course, Taking Control of the Chaos, because I find that a lot of moms want that. They want to figure out how to have a calm home and to be in an emotionally healthy place. And calm does not always mean quiet and peaceful, but calm means the less stress, the less anxiety, and more of a control of who you are as a person. So that's why I created Taking Control of the Chaos. I'll talk about that at the end if you're interested in an online course that walks you through kind of the immediate control of things, to the emotional well-being of a mom, to the confidence of being a mom. And we'll talk about that at the end. So how do you create a calm environment in a home? As I was looking at this and I was thinking of all these ideas that were in my head, I had a million things that I wanted to write down. But I wanted to go back to the basics and go, if I could implore you as a mom to do one thing, if I could get you to make one change that I believe will start you on the journey to a calm home, this is it. This is what I wanted to talk about today. So get a pencil and paper, pause me if you need to, and write down, because I have 3 questions I want you to ask yourself every single day that will help you on this journey towards gaining control of your home and the emotional well-being of it. All right, you ready? All right, number 1, I want you to ask yourself, who do I want to be today? You're like, I'm just a mom, but I'm going to be a mom. No, who do you want to be? Do you want to be calm? Do you want to be purposeful? Do you want to be playful? Do you want to be adventurous? Who do you want to be today? Do you want to be productive? Like, what is it that day? It may change tomorrow. It may stay the same for 3 to 4 weeks because you're working on something, right? You're working on being the fun mom. And so you may want to be that for 3 to 4 weeks. Who do you want to be today? That will start your mindset going. If you simply ask yourself that question and write it down, you are so much more likely, scientifically, you are so much more likely to achieve that because you have reminded yourself. And the more you remind yourself of that, the more you're likely to become that, because your brain will start believing what you tell it to be. So number 1, who do I want to be today? Number 2, what situation may mess with me today? Why do you ask yourself that? Why do you even want to think about what could mess you up today? Because then you can be more prepared for that situation. So what situation may mess with me today? You may know that your daughter is having a hard time taking a nap if you've got littles. And you're like, I know nap time is going to mess with me. And just write down, What situation you think may mess with you? It may be you're struggling with your husband, and when he walks home, that may mess with you. It could be that you need to get outside and it rains. That may mess with you that day. What situation could mess with your mind? So that leads to number 3. The third question is, how would your best self handle that situation? You see what you're doing? You are setting yourself up for, who do I want to be? What could mess with it? And how would my best self handle that? If it's raining outside and you needed to get outside to exercise because you're kind of going crazy, how would your best self handle that? Well, you may put on a dance video. You may do a hula hoop. You may jump rope. You may just jog in place or go up and down the stairs 20 times. How would your best self handle this? If your daughter is having a hard time napping and you know that you want to be the calm parent today, that's your who do you want to be, your daughter not napping well is your mess up, how would your best self handle that? I'm going to just let her come into my lap and we're going to cuddle today. You see how that creates a calmness in you because you're prepared for the situation ahead of time. Now, this takes time and intention. This will not happen overnight where all of a sudden I say I'm going to be calm and so you just are. No, like I said, this could take a few weeks to truly implement. But asking yourself that every single morning will help you to create that in yourself. Let's see. Planning these things out will help your brain think clearer and more intentional. And what does that do in your home? It actually helps you to create better boundaries in your home. It helps you to set up systems in place. Imagine, Mama, if you have decided you're going to be the fun mom, or you're going to be intentional today with your kids, and you've been doing that for a few weeks, as you create intention, you know that they're going to make a mess in the playroom today. And so your best self is going to go in and sing a song as you all clean up together. Well, guess what you've just done? You've created a flow to your day. You have created a boundary that, hey, kiddos, we don't leave a mess. We go ahead and pick it up. You've created calm in your home instead of walking in and going, oh my gosh, it's such a mess, and kind of freaking out. You have it planned out ahead of time. And you're like, you know what? I'm going to sing as we clean up this mess together. Calm. The mess was still there. The chaos seems to have still been there, but Mama, you've handled it beautifully. You see, that's what creating calm in your home is. It's not taking away all the situations. It's figuring out how you can handle it. So let me add this one thing in that I used to do when my kids were little. It was a saying I would say, and I would say like water off a duck's back. What does that mean? Well, how does water flow on a duck's back? It just runs right off, right? And so when something would want to mess with me, I didn't think through these 3 things to think about till later. So when they were young, something would happen and I would just go, you know what? Like water off a duck's back. And I let it just run from me, run off me, instead of getting enraptured with, oh, I need to fix this. Oh my gosh, why is this happening? It was, nah, it's like water off a duck's back. Let it go. Let it run off me. And that saying saves me a lot of stress in my home environment because I chose intentionally not to get too upset over something. I hope this helps you. So if you do need something concrete, a walk through from like your house really is chaotic and you need to stop the chaos button, I did create a course called Taking Control of the Chaos. And in that, I talk you through kind of a stop the chaos moment that gives you about 20 to 40 minutes a day, Mama, of quiet time. Even if you don't need a stop to the chaos, you just want a little more structure in your home. It doesn't matter if you have littles or older, you can implement the ideas. You have to change them up for the older because you don't want to tell them at 16, you're going to have book basket time. But you can just, hey, we're going to all sit and read a book. And it's a course that has created 20 to 40 minutes a day of quiet time in my home where my mama brain gets a break. And if you need that, this course walks you through that time into emotional well-being and into the confidence of being a mom. I'll put the link below. If it's something that fits you, please check it out. I would love to ask me questions, message me, and I'll tell you if it's a fit for you or not, or I'll see if it is. But it is something that I have implemented in my life a lot. And these are practical ideas are helpful for you. Next week in my YouTube channel, we are going to be talking about creating a flow to your day. How, not a schedule, but a flow, which creates boundaries for your kids, which creates confidence in your kids and confidence for you. So I'm excited about this one because it was something that really helped me in raising my kids that I still do to this day. And like I said, I've got teenagers now. So it has really been beneficial. If you have not subscribed to my email list, please subscribe below, because that does give you an email in your inbox that says, hey, this next video is up, and then you know that it's coming and you can easily click on it from your inbox. Subscribe to my channel. I would love that. God bless. If you have any questions, message me. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on YouTube. I would love to be in connection with you. Good luck, Mama. You're doing a great job. I promise. God gave these kids to you. They are yours for a reason, and you're the perfect mom for them. All right. God bless, and go find some joy in your journey today.